Hello YouTube, it is Toya Ruth here with the Divas and the Details. Long time no see. I am wrapping up my second semester of my MPH program in grad school, so you have not seen a whole bunch of me because I have been entrenched in readings and papers. But today, I'm not going to talk about that. I want to come on and talk to you about some of the favorite sunscreens that I've been liking lately for my oily, sensitive, acne-prone skin, and as a woman of color, I specifically look for sunscreens that will not make me look kind of ashy and pale and washed out, along with being lightweight and mattifying for my oily skin. So the first sunscreen that we're going to talk about, and disclaimer, women of color need sunscreen just like anyone else. Melanin is not vibranium, so it will not protect you from the damaging rays of the sun. We can always use some help protecting our skin, and so that's why we wear sunscreen. Also, sunscreen needs to be worn year-round, even though this video is going up in the springtime, headed into summer. Sunscreen is always important to wear on a year-round basis. So the first sunscreen we're going to talk about is the, Cerave, and this is the AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion, and this is Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This is an oil-free moisturizer. It has niacinamide in it, which is great for hyperpigmentation, and it's anti-acne. It also has hyaluronic acid, which is a great moisturizer. The key ingredients in here are zinc oxide, 6.3%, so low level of zinc oxide. It has homosalate, 10%. It has octinoxate, 5%. This sunscreen, the instructions say to wear it 15 minutes before you go out for sun exposure and then reapply every 2 hours. That is the basic MO. The thing I like about this sunscreen is it's that I'm going to put some on my arm right here. Is that this sunscreen feels so lightweight like a regular moisturizer. I'm just going to put some on right here. So this kind of applies like lotion. And then once you rub it in, okay, if I actually rub that in now here, it completely goes into the skin. And it does not feel, sometimes sunscreens can feel oily. It does not feel oily at all. There's no grease on my fingers. It just feels like your skin. So there is no oily hue to it. It doesn't have like mattifying properties, I don't feel, because there are some other sunscreens that I can feel like there's a dry down, like mattifying. But it also doesn't leave like this oily film that a lot of sunscreens leave. And this is very lightweight. So this is like what I would wear if I'm at the beach, I'm running outside and it is hot. Something lightweight because I'm already producing my own sebum and oils and sweat. This is so lightweight and moisturizing, great for summertime. Another sunscreen that just came up on my radar, there was a YouTuber, I think it was Hiram, and he was talking about, he's a huge YouTuber. He was talking about sunscreens made by African Americans, or products made by African Americans, and he put me on to 11 by Venus Williams, the tennis pro, and 11 has SPF 35. It is 100% sheer mineral sunscreen. This same deal, it says apply 15 minutes before sun exposure, then every 2 hours afterwards. This sunscreen comes in a little dropper. So let me just pump some in there. And then it comes out like this. And then I'm going to put some on this side. This one is also very lightweight. I didn't grab enough on there, but this one's also very lightweight. And it's nothing. It's just smooth like skin. It feels like nothing on there. However, I will say this. If you wear this sunscreen and you like to use like hyaluronic acid and niacinamide or things like that, or you use vitamin C and then you apply this sunscreen, and by the way, I do recommend you follow your regular skincare regimen and you wash, you put your treatments on, your serums on, you moisturize, and then you apply sunscreen. when you do that, a little goes a long way, because this sunscreen, even though it's a liquid form, it will kind of roll up on you sometimes if you use this with a heavy hand when you've already done your other full routine. But love this, no ashy pale look to you. It's a mineral sunscreen, so it's really good for the environment. So yay. Another sunscreen I like a lot is, I'm gonna show you one that's not quite as environmentally friendly, but I really do love it. So this is the Fenty Hydrovisor, and this is actually marketed as a moisturizer, but it does have SPF 30. I kind of like the one-stop shop that Fenty has done, so that, like I said, with the 11, you're not layering product after product from a different brand, and then you're getting some kind of reaction where it kind of rolls up on you and you have to dust off those flakes. This is a very, okay, all of Fenty's products kind of have a light smell, and this has a beautiful, like, very light, fresh scent. And this goes on like a moisturizer. I'm trying to find a spot that I didn't already use. So this goes on, it's like light pink, like a moisturizer. Now with this one, you get a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, of a sheen, but not shine. It's not oily, your skin feels great. But I do like the fact that it has some kind of pearlescence in it that gives you a little bit of sheen. Also, another thing that I like is, with this particular sunscreen, is you can, let me just show you. You can take out this tube when it's empty, throw it away, and you can just, oh, I spilled some on the side. And it just looks like pink like this. You can actually buy refills of this and then just keep this original tubing. So that's kind of cool that you're not making a whole bunch of waste with the plastic, in that you're able to continue to buy refills and not buy the whole contraption over and over again. And the refills are about $5 cheaper than the original bottle, so that's kind of good too. So yay, like the Fenty. Oh, it smells so good. I love the smell. If you are someone who does not like scents in your products, then you might want to steer more towards the Cerave, which is, Cerave is no frills, like almost nothing in the product but what will fight the sun. So, and this won't react with basically anything. If you have the most sensitive of skin, the Cerave is great. 11 is on the pricier side, but it is supporting an African-American woman entrepreneur, so I want to try it, and this is super lightweight as well. Neither of those, even though those are two sunscreens that are white in color, gave me like a gray, odd, chalky, pale cast, which I love. And then Fenty has a pearlescence type of finish to it, so it kind of gives you a healthy glow, but not oily, and the actual texture of it is not going to be oily or filmy or have a huge residue on you. So I like that a lot too. Now I'm going to go to some of the sunscreens that have a little bit of color to them. So the first up is, I'm going to say First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer. This is broad spectrum as well. This is SPF 30. Same instructions, apply 15 minutes before going to sun. It does say reapply 40 minutes after swimming, and then if you're not in swimming, at least apply every 2 hours throughout the day. The thing I like about this one is, this is a matte sunscreen, so it definitely has a dry down, and it kind of makes you a little bit more even and matte and kind of calms down that oil. This one does not have any fragrance to it, so if you're sensitive to fragrances, you might like this one. But it also comes in different shades. The shade I chose is Rich. As you can see, this is my skin tone. I've kind of run out of places to put it, but this matches my skin tone perfectly, the rich color. So really like that. I'm gonna actually, I don't think I put anything on the outside of my hand, but I'm gonna just show you. This is my skin tone. And you can see this has A beautiful finish, no residue. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. And so it's not like a super duper matte. I feel like this is a natural kind of matte where you're not like super dried out, where your skin is gonna like revolt against it and make even more oils, but it's not like a greasy look to this. I love this. So this is one of my favorites, the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer. Yay, and I tend not to go for tinted moisturizers because tinted moisturizers tend not to be like my shade, and so I'm like, but really like that one. Then last but not least is the Paula's Choice. This one has been well loved. I had this one the longest, and so the bottle looks kind of grungy, but this is the Paula's Choice Resist. This is the super light daily wrinkle defense broad spectrum SPF. It says SPF 30. This is for normal, oily, or combination skin. And this one also has a little tint to it. Oop. This one has a little tint to it, but this is like a much lighter brown. However, we're gonna go on this hand. Don't mind me, I cut myself. But this one is a much lighter brown. This has a natural matte finish as well. This is the only one that I would be careful with. This lighter brown, when you use it with a heavy, heavy hand, I don't know if you saw it at first until I rubbed it in, but it had like a kind of blue purple thing going on. But then when I rubbed it in all the way, this is a natural matte, no oily residue, and it doesn't matter that it's not my exact shade because we got a nice little blend. But if I had to choose between the two of these, I don't know if you can see, this is the Paula's Choice that had the lighter tan, and it still has like a little bit more shine than the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair. But if you look at them side by side, I feel like I can see that this has like a purplish bluish tint, and this is just plain brown. So I would say all of these I wear interchangeably. If I'm going to be doing high traffic, high heat, I'm on vacation, the sun is beaming, if I'm in Hawaii or in Belize and it's like in the 90s, I'm probably gonna wear this. This is also very cheap, so I could wear this as an everyday sunscreen, like going to work on a daily basis. Supporting Black businesses. I'm always gonna buy 11 and Fenty. This is pricey, so if you don't want to spend a lot of chunk of change for a fairly small bottle, this is only 1 fluid ounce. You can go for the Fenty. The Fenty smells good. It kind of gives you like a little sheen, so you got like that summer glow, very islandy, like really, really love that about Rihanna, that she did that. Then dark skin, chocolate ladies. This right here, don't sleep on this. I think this may come in 4 shades. I'm not sure. I will make sure I get that right in the description box, whether or not it comes in multiple shades and what those shades are. I will look on Ulta's website. But my shade is the shade Rich. So if you're like my complexion, then you are also the shade Rich. This is mattifying. This is lightweight. This is inexpensive. I love it. First Aid Beauty. Paula's Choice, great for your skin if you have acne prone skin, oily skin, problematic skin. It's just formulated in a way that is kind on skin that tends to react to products. This particular sunscreen though, for very, very chocolate girls, does have a little purplish bluish look to it on my skin. So I use a light hand with this. Don't be heavy handed. Also use a light hand if you have layered a whole bunch of other products with the 11 by Venus Williams, because it kind of will roll up on you as well. But those are the sunscreens that I'm rocking in 2021, and I'm very happy that I'm not like shiny and greasy and oily, because I used to just buy like any old type of sunscreen, if it said face or what have you. There are lots of brands out there, Neutrogena, just a ton of sunscreens out there. And I would find that I would end up having to use it as a body sunscreen and not on my face, because it would have this greasy, thick, oily film that I'm already making enough oil. I'll put makeup on and have to blot in like 2 hours, and you can see the oil breaking through, and I've had this makeup on for about 3 hours. Because I produce a lot of oil on my skin, so I need something that's not gonna add to that. Especially when I'm out all day and just trying to enjoy myself on vacation at baseball games, you know, out by the pool. So if you like any of these sunscreens, let me know. If you have a sunscreen that is great for oily skin that I have not mentioned, please leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow at Diva in the Details on Facebook, as well as at Diva in the Details on Instagram. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.